as a piece of.
The problem is that I think midwives see the hard deadline is when they have to renew their license.
Well, that's it.
And
that's
if we
the
could
problem.
communicate to them that this is way likely to hold up you getting your license renewed on time if you don't get it submitted soon, I think that might spur them to do it sooner, because I remember at least one person that I was involved with who thought she wasn't going to practice anymore and then wanted to renew her license. And she had to jump through a lot of hoops, and so did you guys, to make it all happen in a timely way. Well, you don't have to be that nice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
You
essentially
can put it out there
what I'm
that, look,
suggesting.
if you guys are not going to submit your data on time, expect it to take a while when you want to renew your license and you're going to submit your data then. We might not have the time to help you with it immediately.
I think a charge is better.
A charge? Or a fee?
I personally as well feel that when it comes down to you pay us if you want to continue, it helps sometimes. But again, that would be a legislative change to add any enforcement. So we're working with what we have. I do agree that a deadline is, a helpful thing to put out there and put in the vision-free community. I think this year that we did have a significant decrease in those who hadn't submitted. So maybe our efforts this year of sending 2 reminder letters, talking about it thoroughly at every MAC meeting, I think that may have helped. When it comes down to it, we really only had 16 midwives in a current status who didn't submit, which is a pretty small number. We wanted 0 though, so we have high hope.
We all want
We don't want 0.
We're going to work on this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other comment I'd make is actually kind of similar in that it's just, I sympathize with the fact that there are structural reasons why this is difficult, but that the discussion you had about the large number of others reported, and then it just seems like structurally there isn't the ability for anybody to actually look at that, because only Osped actually has the raw data to be able to look at those, and even if you had a text box on there to describe what the other was, only Osped would be able to see that text box and correlate it with anything. And it's just, you've got a structural problem in that the people who will be able to go back, and then the data form can't be changed without legislative work. It's a structural mess. So if things just continue along year after year, this committee discusses this report and says, we sure wish it were different, and then there's just nothing anybody can do. So,
which we are going to do something about it though.
Yeah.
And I have a question for Bruce then. In the statistics that you collect,
Microphone, please.
Oh, sorry. There you go. In the statistics that you collect nationally, is it possible to divide out just California's statistics?
It is possible. There's the 2 approaches for that. One is through a researcher who might apply for access to the data and to do a study about California. And another is through the California Association of Midwives, who has a state organization account that allows them to see the aggregate statistics for people who are listed as members of the California Association of Midwives. So
What about people who practice in California but aren't members of CAM?
Well, then they wouldn't be included.
They
So
wouldn't be
that's
It's not comprehensive, really.
it's not comprehensive. We also don't have every California midwife.
Right, I know. But it'd be interesting to see, given that people who send in data are probably more motivated to do the same thing on their annual report for renewal of their license on LMAR, to compare those 2 sets of information and statistics and see,
Well, if you're thinking about the
becoming a
reason for your
researcher,
question
no.
is about the other,
Yeah.
as far as, I think that was about transports, was that what
Yeah.
you were speaking of? One thing you could look at is just the data form that we're currently using and what we've come up with, because we've now, the data form we're using is actually our 3rd generation data form. And we have, with each successive generation of data form, we've exhaustively analyzed the data we'd already collected, and we have had text fields. And so we've been able to look at what we're missing, what some of the reasons that were listed that were just, that hardly ever showed up, so we'll eliminate them, they aren't important. Others that appear a lot in the other fields, that should be a new reason. We keep on working on that, and we feel like we've got it in pretty good shape now after this generation.
Maybe we could take a look at that for the one that we're talking about in this report that had so many in the other category. That might advise us on what should be added to that category, in a fairly simple way, and we're not prohibited by statute from adding a category to categories that are there, we can put in the first place.
The statute just says you have to have categories. So,
Right, exactly,
yeah,
so,
you are
thank you.
able to-
All right. There's no more comments on this agenda item. We are moving forward to Diane Holzer.